Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Got one. PB&J hula stick. This is what we come out here for right here. This is a Michigan Bassquatch. Hey guys, it's Mike McKinstry from Bassquatch Hunter TV. I'm out here filming with Chad and Christy Hoover and a few of my buddies out here, and I want to show you guys what was working for me on the water the most today. The bait that I was most successful with was my copper truce TRD from Z-Man Fishing Products with a 15th ounce Nedlock's head on 10-pound Abrazex fluorocarbon from Seagar, and I'm using my 6'6" medium FX Extreme Angler Series rod with my Creed GT reel from 13 Fishing. So this is a setup that was working for me the most today. Now the reason why this is working for me the most is because I've been finding fish at 10 to 12 foot of water at the edge of weed beds, and they're sitting still waiting for their prey to swim by. So this little guy right here, I've been using this in a few different colors today. This mimics a lot of different prey that they feed on. So I let this sit and be still with it, and since it's a Lastec, it floats up and it stands up just like this. So every time I move it, you get a lot of action in the tail of this bait. So the reason why the fish are striking this so good today is because it can sit still in a long period of time in one area of the water column, and I can be as patient as I want to be. I can move it as fast as I want to move it, and the fish can just sit there and stare at it as long as they want, and it's not going anywhere. And they're going to end up taking it, and that is what's been working for me down the water today the most. So get out there, get some Ned rigs, try to use them, try to figure it out. Watch the video on my channel called How to Use a Ned Rig, and I'll explain a little bit more in depth of how to use this bait.
I caught my biggest bass of the day, about 2.5, 3 pounds, on a horny toad. So I was throwing the horny toad in the pads, caught that one early on, and then after that I could see fish. It's full moon, feeding times later in the day. I knew they were going to be finicky. Of course, you and Christy and pretty much anybody that downsized and went with a shaky head or a wacky rig or a Ned rig were catching fish. And
yeah, what I did today that worked the best was I went with a hula stick with a shaky head and let it fall off a drop off 10 to 12 foot and let it sit and twitch a little bit longer and let it soak, and that's what landed me the bigger fish of the day for my bass at least. But so finishing out the challenge that me and Chad Hoover did today, I won with a 3.5 pound bass at 19.5 inches. And what I was using today was the Ned rig, the copper truce Ned rig with a 15th ounce Nedlock's head, and I was using the 1/4 ounce shaky head from Z-Man with the PB&J hula stick. Those two baits is what worked for me today and what helped me achieve the victory. With the hula stick, I let it hit the bottom and I slowly just tapped it along the bottom, and since the Elastec floats, it stood up like this. It provided a lot of action, a lot of irritation for the fish, and overall it landed the biggest bass of the day in my kayak. So this is what helped me win the challenge today. Z-Man products definitely for the win, and make sure you check them out and watch my video of how to Ned rig.